Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Josh Scorcher. Man, it's been a while. Today we got the top 10 Mario villains. Yep. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to be just Bowser at the end, but who knows? Well, as they say, only one you know for sure. Let's hop in and see who ranks to the top of the top. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let me know how you beat these guys. Let's go.
This video is brought to you by Redneck Engineer, custom-built gaming PCs and parts for an affordable price. Use code JoshScorcher at checkout for a 5% discount. And make sure you don't have any coupon clipping extensions like Honey installed or I don't get my commission. Thank you!
Yeah, it's me,
Mario!
Villains aren't always the first thing you think of when you think of Mario. But when you look into the catalog, there's plenty to love here. Heck, a lot of people have some of these as their all-time favorite characters, so this rogue gallery must be doing plenty right. Or wrong, because, you know, villains, haha. Whether they're comedic, dangerous, or just a little bit of both, Mario's got them in the palm of his white gloves. So let's look at 10 of the best ones today.
I'm actually curious to see who's gonna make it. Alright, first up, number 10.
Obviously, we must start our Mario's Rogues Gallery with a Luigi villain. When Mario's
King
nemesis is the king of the Koopas, Green Stash is dealing with another king, King Boo. Nintendo's got a thing for giving almost every enemy a king variant. Goombas, Bob-Ombs, Lakitus, Shy Guys, Womps, Pokies. All of these are essentially just the enemy, but as a boss. Usually bigger and with a crown. So what does King Boo do to stand out from the crowd? Well, his first appearance being a starting role as a big bad helps. Wrong King Boo.
Yeah.
No, not that one. Ah, there we go.
There you are.
Luring Luigi to his haunted mansion, this sinister specter plans to trap Luigi in a painting, and as it turns out, he's already taken the initiative and gotten rid of Mario beforehand. Yeah, no funny business. King Boo took out Mario. Move over, Mario's missing. This is how you do it. And unlike most other Mario villains, King Boo has consistently played deathly serious. He's a complete psychopath who psychologically tortures Luigi just for kicks. His hatred would only grow as, come the sequel, he goes as far as shattering the Dark Moon, nearly causing the universe to implode due to all the supernatural chaos, just out of spiteful vengeance against Luigi. When you really look into what
Sounds
King
about
Boo
right for Luigi
is
or
and what
King
he
Boo.
does, it's clear just how utterly unhinged he be. He's got stiff competition in the evil department, as we'll soon see, but for a mainstay, it's shocking how consistent the scale of his villainy goes. Forget go-karting with Bowser, how this guy gets consistent invites to all the sporting events is
I'll never know.
Mystery.
No kidding. Like with the painting trapping, you think he'd be banned for life? Number 9. Oh, Cackletta.
Considering all the attention Fawful gets, we sometimes forget that his boss, Cackletta, is a mighty fun villain herself. Her motive is simple: awaken the Beanstar and harness its power to take over the world. But how she does it is what really puts her on the radar. She steals Peach's voice as the key to awaken the star, controls the Bean Kingdom from the inside, mutates the queen in order to steal said star, and sends an entire university on a polymorphing frenzy just to use their equipment. Lady, was all that necessary? You could have just asked. She didn't even ask Bowser if she could possess him or not. Just casually takes his body and becomes that. Then goes full throttle on Bean with his army at the palm of her hands. Rude. Jokes aside, she can be hilarious too. Yeah, a lot of it is more at her expense rather than coming from her, while with how often the characters pull a Deus Ex Machina without witting her. Seriously, this game's story is much stranger than I remember. But to be fair, it does give us some of the series' funniest moments.
Ah! Behind you! A humongous cockroach!
She may not be the most cunning or competent Mario villain, but she's still one of the most enjoyably persistent. No matter how many times you kick her down, she never gives up, always coming back stronger and more devastating than ever. If all that she went through doesn't speak a lot about her tenacity, then that grueling final battle surely will.
No kidding.
Dude, we literally only have 1 XP left!
What the heck? Yeah, true. I mean, I haven't played Superstar Saga, so I'm not sure I'll handle that one.
I'll Crump with you, sweetie pie.
of our recurring Mario antagonists, but some of the one-off villains can really make a splash when they're written well. Such is the case with Lord Crump from the Thousand-Year Door. This goggles-wearing Gengar serves as the second in command for the X-Nauts. He first appears towards the start of the game when he's confronting Kumbella about the Crystal Stars. You fight this silly guy 4 times, and in 2 of them, he wields his glorious trump card, Magnus von Grapple! A giant robot suit made out of what I can only assume is a Chinese takeout box with a big X in the middle. If that's not enough,
again, Paper Mario. Do you expect anything less?
He's persistent like Cackletta, but he's just so much funnier. Heck, Chapter 5 as a whole is arguably one of his funniest moments. Even when he tries to break the paper-thin 4th wall, yes, like Paper Mario, haha. He tries to be intimidating, but is just such a bumbling fool. It's no wonder why this guy's a punching bag for Grotus. He manages to outlive his boss while he becomes a cracked brain in an oval jar. Plus, Lord Crump's final Magnus fight is one of the toughest in the game, unless you're able to pull out Danger Mario, which is more broken than a traumatized poet.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
I'm in danger.
Lord Crump may be the recurring enemy trope where he just won't die no matter what happens, but he's so tenacious and enjoyable, it works.
Can't help it.
In a game where you have enemies like Rockhawk, Dupless, and Bowser himself, it can be tough to stand out. But Lord Crump manages to do it with his persistence, comedy, and capability to put up a fight. Oh, and the giant robot. Chicks dig the robots, what can I say?
Yeah, true. I guess depends on the chick, though. And the robot, don't forget that. Oh, I gotta admit, got a pretty good start. King Boo, Cackletta, and Lord Crump. Wow. Oy, man. So far, Luigi's Mansion and 2 RPG villains. Alright, let's see what's next. So I don't know if I'm bosses. I'm not sure they count here, but let's see. Number 7.
Bowser's got a lot of troops under his belt. Granted, some of them kind of blend together. Aside from one-time bosses or the aforementioned king bosses, you got Junior and the Koopalings. They're fine, but there's really only one true MVP of the Koopa Troop. Bowser's own, probably adopted father, Kamek. If you want someone who carries Bowser's endeavors on his back, here you go. His poor, aching back. Kamek is the premier named Magic Koopa, which kinda gets confusing when they all look alike. Get on Brothership, making the other Magic Koopas orange to help tell the difference. But usually when there's an important Magic Koopa in the game, it's Kamek, and he serves as a support role across games. In the new series, he is always present in major boss fights, adding magical flair to the Koopalings fight to spice things up. This calls back to the time as Big Bad in the Yoshi games where he would provide his magic to all bosses, major and minor, and tirelessly hunt down Yoshi and Baby Mario. That's right. This guy is, chronologically, the first villain Mario faced. Once you start knowing where to look, you'll start seeing Kamek's hands everywhere, always acting as Bowser's chief subordinate. He's right there at the start of Galaxy, sending Mario flying. He's in Wonder, flying around Bowser after he turned into a big castle thing. In the Mario and Luigi games, they give him crazy amounts of snark and some killer boss fights in Dream Team. He even looks good in drag. His role in Brothership even gives him some depth as a mentor, as he gives Junior a pep talk about how Bowser keeps his minions' loyalty strong, encouraging the prince to help the brothers save Bowser from a bigger threat. Kamek isn't the flashiest minion out there, but when he does show up, he proves exactly why Bowser values him so much.
Like I said, loyalty pays off. Anyway, number 6. Oh,
they are
Shroobs.
aliens. Savage aliens from the savage future.
The Shroobs are, in layman's terms, the evil version of your average friendly toads. Barbaric parasites that invade the Mushroom Kingdom to expand their empire under the command of their princesses. Looks like someone beat MatPat to that fungus theory. Oh, and when I call these guys barbaric, I mean they are gruesome. Whoa. Just look at the handful of stuff they do. Abducting toads and siphoning their life force, breeding a mutant Yoshi that eats everything until it becomes gigantic, and throwing virtually everything in their arsenal, including themselves, to aid the ruler in destroying their greatest enemies. Not the most deep or complex characters, but really, they don't need to be. Their whole deal is that they are animalistic in nature, motivated only by the desire to destroy and conquer. And even still, the Shroobs can be cunning when they need to, imitating Peach and a Star Spirit in order to trick the Mario Brothers and lure them into their traps. Their attempts aren't spotless, but when the heroes are desperate, why question it? It's not like how predators use uncanny mimicry to lure and capture their prey. Considering we don't see Mario tackle alien threats all that often, it's awesome to see them really go all in with the Shroobs. It's a great homage to various alien tropes and media, and all that makes for one of the most dangerous armies of villains this series has known to date.
Yeah, no kidding. The fact they only showed up once? Oof. Man, they really left their mark. Number 5?
Master of Dimensions, please on of crowds, the one, the only, the Master
Dimentio!
Dimentio!
Where, oh where do we begin with him? First appearing as one of Count Bleck's unassuming lackeys, it becomes quickly apparent that Dimentio has an agenda of his own running against the Count. Whereas Bleck seeks to destroy all worlds in his nihilism and leave nothing left, Dimentio wants to use the Chaos Art to destroy everything and create his own perfect world, one where he rules as its God King. And he's dang good at manipulating everything behind the scenes, playing the whole cast like puppets dancing to his mad tune. He uses the mysterious Mr. L as his own personal agent to do his bidding, and when he's no longer of use, Dimentio snaps his cord, but his manipulations don't end there. He kills the whole entire cast just to send them into the afterlife for another pure heart, because he's not above helping the heroes to move them along the chessboard. In fact, he offers the Mario Brothers assistance in taking down Count Bleck, though if you say yes, well, he didn't say anything about you keeping that free will of yours now, did he? Beat Count Bleck without him, and Dimentio takes hold of the Chaos Heart, revealing to everyone that his allegiances never were with Count Bleck to begin with, or really anyone but himself. Apparently, Luigi was the perfect host to the Chaos Heart's power, and you played right into his hands, delivering him victory on a silver platter. He only failed to account for the love Count Bleck shared with his minions restoring the pure hearts. He came that close to winning. Interestingly, if you look deeper in the game's lore, you can learn that Dimentio was the one to approach Bleck and offer his services, and coincidentally, someone exactly like Dimentio was described in the Dark Prognosticus. The implications of this hint that Dimentio was playing a much longer game than we actually see. Dimentio has garnered quite the cult following, and his reputation as one of Mario's best foes is established for good reason. He's got practically everything you want in a good villain, and the only thing that keeps him from getting higher is the fact that we don't have a lot of him. His grand plans only take center stage in the game's final act, but for a villain with so little screen time, Dimentio gave a performance we will never forget.
Yeah, definitely one we won't forget. Went down a blaze of glory. Number 4? Oh, Fawful's minion.
Yeah, you knew this was coming.
Yep.
Hello, Fiery Joker fans. I'm here to continue spreading the good word of the one Mario villain mastermind to surpass them all.
He's number 4.
Your great plot's number 4.
Ugh, someone has chortles.
You're lucky, my liege is a merciful, kind soul. One who only wants the best for himself and his minions.
Didn't he turn one minion into an ice monster and merged his former master into Bowser to give him boobs?
True.
You're still hung up on that, huh? But that shows his loyalty to those he works with. The enigmatic being seems silly and confusing on the surface, but that hides the deeply intelligent and malicious feeling that lies at his core. One that is bitter to his enemies and sweet to his allies.
Oh yeah, he is a bean, but I can't argue that. Fawful has a knack for using showmanship and his unique speech pattern to catch people off guard. Though I don't think that will work as much against the earnest bros or the stubborn Bowser. It honestly makes me think he doesn't need to go all out to really get the upper hand against them.
But if he didn't, we wouldn't get such an entertaining villain. Bowser's inside story is one of the greats, almost solely due to his presence. Made me wish he was more active in the Bowser Jr. side mode.
Hey, we got more of him in Bowser's Minions, where the captains actually had to struggle to overcome him. Sure, they didn't defeat him, but they were able to overcome a labyrinth of his design, which is crazy.
I've waxed poetically literally hundreds of times about the lengths he goes to enact his master plan. The manipulation of Bowser, the unique way he got Peach, and the revival of the Dark Star. In the end, it wasn't even the bros who killed him.
Yeah, you gotta expect that he went out on his own terms. Still, couldn't kill the bros, but neither could black holes.
Rest easy, my sweet king. The script says prince, but it's wrong, he's a king. Know your mission is in safe hands. Signing out.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? But Well, yeah, I was expecting Fawful. I mean, come on. You can't really talk about villains without mentioning the guy with Fury. I'm just saying. Ugh, man, I'm just saying, you can't escape him. I mean, we literally just saw Fawful's minion. Well, uses him a lot. Well, anyway, time for the top 3. Kind of curious to see where the rest land.
You thought Kirby was Nintendo's only happy-looking franchise with a slew of horrifying final bosses? Mario definitely doesn't fall behind in that regard. With the likes of Smithy, Darkstar, and the Shadow Queen, the series is not short on world-ending threats whatsoever.
Dude, where are we going?
Version 2 has an evil deity
Reclusa.
to call its own, fed with the essence of discordance and isolation by its herald Zocket. What is this creature? Does it bear its fangs as fiercely as other monsters? Well, once it finally hatches from its egg, it's revealed that the deity is an overgrown iPad baby. Interesting. Yeah, the god of isolation Reclusa is not like any other evil deity the series has had before. Rather than commanding a grand presence with an animalistic desire for destruction, he's a spoiled, entitled man-child who takes pleasure in tearing apart entire worlds by driving its people into seclusion. Yeah, let's be real here. If someone spends a whole immortal lifetime all alone with no one to talk to, no one to learn from, or to be inspired by, and all they do is find ways to entertain themselves, they're gonna wind up like this. He thinks he got sick of watching one too many shows where power of friendship is the solution.
That is relatable.
What Reclusa lacks in cunning and intellect, he makes up for with sheer power. The moment he wakes up, all of Concordia is engulfed with his essence. In a mere gesture, he has all of Fortress Zocket wrapped around his vines. Up to this point, we see Zocket and the Extension Corps sever bonds by making people antisocial and uncomfortable. And all that came together in Reclusa's twisted little VR program, where everyone gets knocked by his dream flowers and made to live in their own perfect paradise. Away from the strife of real life, just stay happy alone forever. No friends, no exercise, no food.
What is wrong with you? Go outside!
What makes Reclusa so special, even when compared to other Mario villains, is just how personal he gets. He doesn't just appear at the last minute. He gets a lot of time to taunt our main characters, endanger the friends they made along the way, and even make them experience Naruto Arkham 5 Royal directed by the Wachowskis. It takes a firm bond between bros to suppress his power, so there ain't no way Mario or Luigi can take him on solo. Speaking of fighting him, boy, is that finale a marvel. First off, props for not getting upstaged by Bowser. Second, we made illusion bosses too early. And third, just look at these attacks. Swiping you down as a giant tree, studying your movements behind an agile spiky barrier, freezing a brother and forcing the other to protect them, and many ways of using clone jutsu. I so wish this boss had more HP because there's so much going on here that we deserve more time to take it all in. Between his rambunctious design and personality, an incredible display of devastation, ample spotlight, and creative boss fight, Reclusa is a near perfect villainous package. Sure, we may prefer our share of deeper and more complex villains, but when it comes to pure evil, even some of Mario's greatest can only kneel to this monitor-headed menace. Oh, and fun fact, Nintendo actually had to reel back aspects of this character because some of the original concepts for him were too dark. So, if Super Paper Mario got away with what it got away with, one can only shudder imagining what lies hidden in those circuits.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, what was it like too bad? Like, they're like, whoa, okay, too bad. Oh, speaking of Bleck, there he is.
Count Bleck is the phenomenal showrunner of Super Paper Mario, taking the story across every corner, mountain, and valley. He shines with an exquisitely refined yet dark design, making you almost respect him as an elite figure. His dialogue is just as sophisticated, with some internal struggle third-person lines post-Crash Out. His motive? Destroy the world.
Oh, I see.
Count Bleck decides he wants to play classic JRPG villain, leave every particle, every dimension in complete ruin. Why do something so unthinkable? It so happens that your amnesiac companion Tippy is the scrappily revived edition of Count Bleck's lost love, Timpani. Bleck, or Lord Blumiere, was the son of a powerful man in the Tribe of Darkness, who met the human lady after a near-fatal accident.
Is this a human's home?
Don't wiggle like that.
I found you at the cliff base. You took quite a fall.
You're a human, correct? I don't repulse you. I am of the tribe of darkness.
Why would that matter? Anyone with a heart would not ignore an injured soul.
Yeah, it's a classic Romeo and Juliet. And like those two, they don't sustain.
She's my entire world.
Well, then it will interest you to know that she no longer resides in this world.
Ooh.
This is the price those who resist their own fate must pay, my son.
No, it can't be so.
Someday you will see, son. Our kind and humans must never mix.
But this time, Romeo ain't playing around.
Nope.
Speak, dark prognosticus. Teach your dark history. I await your command. Bleck.
This beautiful love story, the passion in every word, the sacrifices. This is the kind of dynamic that brings so much depth to this world of paper and polygons. Only thing I felt missing is that I wish Tippy also had more going for her to complement just how grandiose Bleck is. Maybe if Tippy was the one who got her partner ravaged by her own parent, who then assaulted the partner and attempted interdimensional murder, she wouldn't have gone so far as to unleash the Dark Prophecy. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but she doesn't give off that vibe. Count Bleck stands the test of time as one of the greatest Mario villains and the best outside of the mainline games. His lore and charisma will have you hooked for days
like a
as he
reboot
sways
of this,
the plot of his tragic tale. Remember, ladies, if he wouldn't use a millennia-old ancient dark powers to destroy all of existence if he went missing forever, he ain't the one.
That was the day our paths crossed. That was the day our tragedy was set in motion.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but Bleck. Unhappiness? Nope. Honorable mentions?
Adam Grape, Princess Peach Showtime. About friggin' time Peach gets a nemesis, and hey, she's got taste. Action Rangers, Super Mario RPG. Admit it, Mario Bros. Z made us big fans of these guys. General Guy, Paper Mario. Olimer called, he wants his clunky Pikmin AI back. Phantasma Dream Team. Cool design, great boss fight, threatening in the first act, kinda fell off for the rest of the game. King Ollie, Origami King. All your papers are belong to us. Extension Core, Brothership. How dare you sabotage Chillium and Bernadette? You deserve capital punishment for that. Or community service. That's fine too.
Yeah, community service is like best. And the number one villain is will be Bowser. Yep, Bowser.
Is it predictable?
Come on.
Yes. Is it the basic answer?
Yes.
But come on. Who else could it have been? Bowser isn't just the best Mario villain by a landslide. He's one of the best villains in gaming as a whole. He has some stiff competition in the RPG villains, sure, but time and time again, the Koopa
You can always
King
rely on the
proves
Bowser to make a
he's
great villain.
Biggest foe. Literally. Starting off as a standard beast guarding the princess, Bowser's only gotten more persistent over the years. He's always got a new scheme coming, and no matter how many times he's beaten, Bowser will always have a little cry, pick himself up, dust himself off, and try again. He's as tenacious as they come, and that's just talking about the main series. In the RPGs, Bowser's not only a riot brimming with personality, but he's often helped save the day against other villains out of a desire to prove himself the biggest and baddest of them all. He can be portrayed as super goofy, but he's also been portrayed as a genuine threat who can more than back up his boasts. Even in other spin-offs, Bowser isn't slacking. Mario Party's the big one. Bowser is an ever-present nuisance in these games and is the reason they often have the reputation they do. Land on the Bowser space at your own peril because whatever's about to happen is most certainly bad news for everyone involved. But just because he's a bad guy doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Quite the opposite. Bowser treats his army like a massive family, and if the RPGs are to be believed, his men genuinely look up to him. Sure, he spoils them a little bit, but he's still a good father to Bowser Jr. Whatever he's doing, he makes sure his son gets
only son, can't blame him.
But he doesn't let him do whatever he wants. After all, he responsibly regulates his son's gaming. He has plenty of great fatherly traits. Bowser is the king for a reason. He's done everything a villain should and then some. He's the best nemesis Nintendo's mascot could ever ask for, and we wouldn't have him
any other way.
I'm Josh Scorcher, and next time we close out Mario Month with the best chapters in the Red Plumber's career.
Top 10 Mario games. That'd be fun. Well, anyway, there you go. Bowser takes the top spot. I mean, again, was there ever any doubt? Well, till next time. See ya.